Well, thanks for braving the weather this morning, Janine. 6:17 right now. Surveyors in the Northwoods can do anything from marking property lines to doing more engineering work for bridges and skyscrapers. And although it's one of the oldest professions, it has changed a lot through the years. Here to tell us more about the National Surveyors Week is the president of the Wisconsin Society of Land Surveyors, Emily Pierce. Good morning, Emily. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's talk about National Surveyors Week. What is it?
Sure. National Surveyors Week is usually the third week in March, and it's a time for surveyors to really reflect on their profession, encourage others to join our profession, and really just gain awareness of what we do and why we do it.
All right, and tell me, what is your favorite part of the job?
Well, I get a lot of variety in my job. Some days I get to be an archaeologist, digging in the dirt, looking for historical evidence. Other days I get to be a historian. I get to do research in the courthouse. Or other days I get to use really cool, great technology and computers to really build some really cool maps.
Yeah, let's talk about some of that technology. You know, as we were saying, it's a really old profession, but how has it changed throughout the years?
Oh, it's changed dramatically. When surveyors first came into this area, they were using compasses and chains to measure things. Today we're using GPS, satellite technology, and even unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones as they're called.
Yeah, and as we wrap up here, let's talk about young people. It's an old industry, but it's important to get those young folks involved. Why is that the case?
Well, as the technology changes, we need to be staying up to date with it. And we're not seeing as much interest as before in our profession. So it's really a way for us to attract new young people to our profession.
Absolutely. And as we wrap up here, anything misconception-wise that people don't really understand about the industry?
Well, I think a lot of people think that we come in and cause problems, and what we're really doing is trying to solve them. So we work with the landowners to help with the disputes and really try and clean things up for them.
Help navigate some of those difficult circumstances for sure. Well, it's 6:19 right now. Thank you so much for joining us, Emily.
Thank you.
Coming up, Ren Claire will have a recap of your forecast, plus Tinder wants to match you up in a new way. We'll tell you how coming up and what's trending. But first, here's your lottery numbers.